working around the dog. We're gonna inhale, and on your exhale, start with your belly pulling up, and you're either on your forearms, or if you would like, go to your hands. Shoulder blades are down. We're gonna hold for 10, 2, thoracic extension, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then on the 10, go to your forearms, curl your toes, press your hips up to a dolphin, and at first just get your calves a little bit stretched out here. We're gonna hold for 10, heels press, sit bones lift, 5, 2, now shift back into plank. This is gonna be plank for a moment, and then we're gonna shift our hips up to a dolphin. Hello, and shift to a plank, and good morning, shift to a dolphin. Inhale and exhale. We're gonna do 3 more of these just to get that core warmed up, the legs and the arms warmed up, and then we're gonna go back to that extension. Inhale, and then hold the plank, 5, 4, good, warming, 3, from the center out, 2. Now back to the pelvis. You can be on your forearms, or if you would like, on your hands and hold. So swan, breathe in, posture work, good morning. 5, 4, 3, 2, lower yourself down. Now we're gonna do a little shoulder wake up. Take your hands low like an I, lift up your torso and your toes and your arms. Now your arms are gonna lift higher than your body. We're gonna do 15 arm lifts here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Recover for a moment. And if you want to recover, you can also bend the knees and wiggle them right, left, like a windshield wiper. And then the arms are going to go out like a letter T. You're going to lift your arms, your torso, and your thighs, your toes. Now the arms are going to go up 15 times like a letter T. There you go, I can see now. 4, 5, 6, hello, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Recover. You can windshield wipe your knees as a relief. A recover. And then the arms are going to be like the letter Y. You're going to be up in the air with your torso, your legs, and then you're going to lift your arms 15 times. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Now this time push back to a child's pose. Press your hips back. And then we're going out to a belly down position when you're ready. Good, nice toe under stretch. Good, guys. And when you're ready, your hands are going to be either beside your pelvis, or you can interlace them at the lower back. You choose, or rest them. Now we're going to go up, hold, the thighs up, the toes are up, the torso's up. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and recover. Nice job. And then you can switch which way your hands are. If the right hand's on top, now the left hand is. Or you can do a second set with the hands low. We're gonna go up for 10. Here we go. And up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Recover. Now we're going to bend the knees. And if you can reach both feet, do. And if you need to do a second set, that's okay too. Here we go. Bow pose. Come on up. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Recover for a moment and either grab your other foot or do that second set and of 2 feet. Here we go. Come on up. Lift. Use your inhale. 1. There's no tension in the neck. 3, 4, child's pose or a down dog, you choose whatever you need just to stretch out the opposite. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And we're going to do exactly a minute plank. If you need to come out early, you can, but try the minute plank. We'll beat those standards that they have for practical skills. Let me get my eyes on the clock. Okay, let's go up for a minute. Here we go. Just do the best you can. So your scapula are broad and wide. Your neck looks good to me. Your ear is in line with the shoulder. You're making sure your belly doesn't droop to the floor. You've got the heels straight up and down. We're at 25 seconds already. All right, we've got 30 more seconds. So stay strong. Breathe in. All right, about 20 more seconds for this minute hold. All right, 15 more seconds. And 10. Get ready, 5 more, 5. And lower the pelvis. You're either on your forearms or your hands, stretching out those abs. And then we're going to lower the torso and lift your legs. And then lower the legs and lift your torso. So this is a dynamic swan. Lower your torso, lift the legs. Lift your torso. And then the legs. So at your own pace. If you would like to do a rocking swan, you'll let go once or maybe 5 rocks, 3 to 5. And again. And then a child pose, knees wide. Let your diaphragm breath happen right in the middle of those knees. And then grab a sip. I left my water here, but grab a sip. Hi guys. Hi sweetie. And then we'll lie back down. But this time, make sure the mat's behind you. Patiently waiting for her walk, huh? All right, we're going to do a set of rotational crisscrosses. So lift up your shins and the hands are behind the head. And we're going to rotate that torso. We're going to do 20 of these. The belly is in. You can place your hands behind your head. And you still want to imagine there's a pomegranate between your chin and your chest. Flex the feet for 10 more. Belly in. 5. And then recover for a moment and just hug the legs in for a bit. You could even rock them right and left. Nice. And let the feet down. We're going to wake up the bridging muscles. 10 repetitions. And curl and lift. Now when you lift up, you'll notice it's opposite the crisscross exercise. There's a hip extension. So it's a nice counter movement to the abs we just did. So take 3 more. We're also waking up the back for more challenging abs. Now on this one, just hold up. So hold 10, 2 in hip extension, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and lower. And then lift up your feet, and you can do a hip lift. Try a small one at first. Just do 5. Lift up the pelvis, and we're going to be adding on. 3, 2. Now the add-on could be the hands behind the head, double crunch. Go 10 double crunches. 2, belly in. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 10. Now, the feet go on the floor, lift up your hips, and interlace your fingers underneath you. We're just going to counter pose here for 10. Breathe in through your nose, breathe out your nose. 6, and then lower back down. Now the hands are staying beside your pelvis. Lift up your legs. We're going to do a partner drill. Lower your feet as if you're going to go a little bit left. You might even touch the heels to the floor if you can. And then you're going to lower your hips to the right. So you're imagining I'm on the other side of you and we're doing partner drills. We're going opposite, left, right, and we can't hit each other's legs. 6 more. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Now this time take a happy baby. Your hands go to your feet, your knees go wider than your ribs. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then one leg up, one leg down. Now you're going to lift up and switch it up. So you're doing a hamstring, hamstring, hamstring. Now we're going to take 4 more like this, and then we're going to add our hands behind our head. So the hands can come behind the head, and we're going to rotate. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, beautiful. 6, 7, 8, feel your abs. 9, 10, feet wide, lift up, wide bridge, arms up, so you have a Y or a field goal pose. So we're doing a wide hip extension, bridge. 3, 2, and then lower. Now your legs will go long. Your arms are already up here. We're going to do a roll up, so take an inhale and Velcro your thighs to the floor as you peel your torso off the mat, stretching and lowering. Here we go. Breathe in, arms up, overhead, ribs down. Exhale, peel. Over, 2, good. 3, and let's do 4 here. Exhale, 4, good, and lower down. And then you can take a full body stretch here for a moment. Shift, roll through everything, ankles, feet, and then the hands are going to come beside your hips again. Glide your heels along the mat and lift up the legs. So we're going to take a circle one way, you can choose, and once you're at 12 o'clock, go the other way. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, we're doing 2 more. 9, you got it. And then 10. And then take a leg in. You can hug underneath your thighs if you want, or yeah, that feels better, Catherine. Underneath the thighs is fine. 5, 2, and then 1. So I want to do another abdominal exercise. You're going to leave your legs long, and your hands are going to be beside your temples or near your ears. You're going to take an inhale and try to come up, but if you cannot, you can always put your arms forward for this first part, and then go over your thighs, and then lift up, and then you'll hinge. So this is like a book, a hardcover book. And then you'll flex your spine and you'll come down. Good. Inhale, that's it. Exhale, peel up, and if just for a moment you need to shift your arms, do it for that moment, and then try to bring your hands back. Same thing here. And then roll. Or maybe your elbows alone come forward. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Good. That was good. You did great. Go forward. Sequence the spine. Hinge. And then sequence down. Now we're going to do 1 more. Inhale. And exhale up. And over. And lengthen. And hinge. And then flex. and take a full body stretch. Nice job, very good job. And just for a sense of evenness for unilateral work, we're gonna draw the feet in, lift up a leg, and we're gonna do 6 single leg bridges. So go up and down, hips level, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now the other leg comes down, and we're gonna do 6. So one leg's pointed, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way down, 6. Now that leg comes down, lift up the other one and flex the heel, flex the foot. Now you're gonna go up and down 6, dorsiflex 1, all the way down and up, 2, sacrum hits the floor, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we're switching the feet, pull your toes back, so actively work your shin. 1, and your extensor digitorum, all those foot muscles, 3, 4, lower leg muscles, 5, 6. Now lower that foot, really good, hands up between the knees, like a butterfly. Hold on to the feet, the knees are wide. I like to add a little rock here, see if you can feel your groin. If not, wedge your elbows on your knees until you can, or your inner thighs, 5. Nice. And then we're gonna be working our way up to a sit, but we're gonna work our way up by first taking a bicycle in the air. Further away from you is a little more challenging. Closer in is a little easier. And then you can also do a 30-degree crunch, or you can come all the way up. You can bicycle your hands, and the weight's now helping you, the weight of your hands. Or you can make it harder, and you could keep your fingertips near your temples or cross your arms. Now do 3 more where you feel a challenge, but you can do it. 1 more. And then come up. Nice job. Grab a sip. Wonderful. Wonderful. We're going to do a little sideline. I'm going to grab a prop for my forearm. If you like a prop for your bones, you can grab it too. I'm going to just grab a little towel here. Side forearm plank, and we're going to do a hip lift. It's not a huge range of motion, but it's going to be tense. I'm going to have us put our hand here by our head, our elbow down. Stack the feet if you want it harder, stagger it if you'd like it easier. Now once you're up, lift up. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Lower with care. Good. And then the other side. A lot of times when you hear about injuries, it's in the transition of things. So we want to, in life, not just, I'm not talking Pilates, but in life, so you want to be mindful of the transitions. Let your hand be near your head, and you're going to go up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Awesome. Okay, great. So I am going to sneak in something because I don't want to forget to tell you. So arms out, go to a rotation. So I had 2 clients recently that had unusual neck pain, and we figured out what it was. One was when she get her hair cut, the hairdresser would put her head back in one of those ceramic sinks, and just ergonomically speaking, those are not good. So Catherine, it makes me think of you. So just if you do that, ask the lady to put a towel there, but you don't want your head back. That's a hard thing for a skinny lever and a big head, right? Especially if you have short hair and you're going every 5 weeks or something. Other one. The other injury that we recognized, and this has been with 2 people that I have, so I'm trying to be preventative with people. If they put their hair in a heavy body towel, like after a shower, and then they pull their head back, that's a setup for injuries. So anyway, I'm just sharing it so that these normal things that we do in life, that we can figure out another way. So go up and over. So at the hairdresser, you can ask her to put a big towel underneath your head, neck, so you're in a ceramic, that thing that I think should be outlawed, those sinks, that you have a more ergonomic way. And if you dry your hair with a towel, maybe do the turban ones where you don't have to dip your head over and throw it back. Okay, there's my 2 cents. I hope I prevent some injuries. Okay, now back to some hardcore. Okay, so on this one, if you have don't you just hate it though when an injury is preventable? So I just want to share it. So let your forearms down you're going to be long on your legs, on your foam roller. If you don't want the foam roller, don't worry, these will still work. So the very first one's going to be minor, shift forward, minor, shift back. All right, so you have, it's like you're going through a tube of image that you don't want your tush to hit the tube on the top, but you don't want your hips to drop on the bottom. So about 5 more. All right, then a little breather. Now we're going to be doing an inchworm next. So if you don't have a foam roller, you can always just pull one knee at a time. But if you do, put the roller near your knees. Bend the knees so that you come knees underneath your torso and extend. Bend your knees and extend. You're also rolling out your shins. So if you've been doing any extra hiking, any extra lower leg work, maybe more gardening, whatever, running. 5, rolling out those shins. 6, uneven terrain makes these muscles work harder. 7, 8, 9, 10. Take a little breather. The next one is going to be an oblique inchworm. So your knees go to your left elbow and then straight, and then your knees go to your right elbow. So set up your plank, bend your knees, and then plank. Now bend your knees right and then go plank. And if you feel any tweakiness at all in your back, if you're struggling with anything and you want to stay linear, that's okay too. And really pull in the abs. 1 more on each side. And then take a little breather. The next one's going to be 4 points of light where you go under and then you turn left, turn right. So I'll cue it and we're going to do 4 of those 4 points of light. So start with a plank, bend your knees directly underneath your torso, turn left, center, right, center, go back. Now bend your knees, turn right, center, left, center, go back. Bend your knees, turn left, center, right, center, go back. Bend your knees, turn right, center, left, center, turn back, and then we're going to recover. Grab a sip. Nice job, guys. Very good, guys. And we're going to take a reverse table or a reverse plank. So if you would like to use your roller, you can put your ankles up on it. You might put your forearms up on your arc, Cole, and then Michelle, let me know if your shoulders are doing good. There we go. Okay, so 10, hold when you're there. 1, 2, 3, 4, good. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Inhale, and then exhale. We are going to take a little forearm stretch on this, and then we'll go into some more. So pull your fingers down and let your shoulder blades drop. Pull your other fingers down and let your shoulder blades drop. I'll exaggerate that just to make sure I'm not getting in my traps. Third side, your fingers can pull under. Again, elbow long, shoulder blades drop. And pull the fingers under, elbows long. You'll feel the stretch more with the elbows long. And we're going to do a little side plank variation. Now it's up to you. If you would like to add a small challenge, extra challenge, you can put that on your ankle side. I'm going to grab my towel prop. We are going to do some rotations. You can stagger or stack your feet. You can use the roller or not. You're going to take your hand near your temple so you have a triangle, lift up your hip. Add a rotation, 10, 2, try to keep the hips square to me, 3, good, exhale, 4, strong bottom arm, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now get ready, lower with care, good job. Other side. All right, you're going to put your forearm on that. Fingers are like making a triangle with your arms. So you've got the fingers or the knuckles near your temple. 1, 2, you're doing great. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, 8, 9, 10. Awesome job. Good job. Grab a sip. We're going to do another side plank possibility. And we'll just grab a sip between. All right, this side plank is going to be the bottom ankle on the foam roller if you would like, and your top foot behind. You don't even need the foam roller, but you can lift it up, up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now when you lower with care, switch sides, good. Prop. One foot back. And come up. Now get ready, yeah, 10, 2, 3, your back foot is imperative. 4, so Catherine, keep your back foot strong. Yep, 6, there you go. 7, 8, 9. Good! See how you're layering up the things, really good. Take a little stretch in between. Let's give our body a break. So lift up your feet if you can. Lengthen one knee. Lengthen one knee, that's my tighter. And then lengthen 10. Maybe pull it in here. I think you can. 5, 4, 3. Now can you let go and hold? 5, teaser. 4, squeeze. 3, 2, and 1. Let that go. Grab a sip. We're going to do a little belly down. I'm going to have my foam roller on the hand side. We can do a set of the swans on this. It will give you more height. So your elbows are pressing pinky side into the forearms or pinky side of your hands into the roller. Notice you go a little higher. That's why if it's too much on your back, Michelle, just do this without. 3, 4, 5. Good, that's it. 6. And if it's too hard to go up and down, just hold it. 9, yep. There you go. I think we're finding it. Yep. Sometimes that's why it's like even the transition. So good. We understand each other. I can tell by your head nod. So 10, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. 6. I'll count. So 7, 8, 9, and then 10. Very good job. Now let your arms be your pillow or a headrest. Now lengthen your left leg and then your right leg. So think, can I match the height on both legs? Can I match? It's like you're pivoting off your ASIS. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. And then you're going to possibly add on a flutter. You're going to flutter kick your legs. And the other is to tap the feet horizontally. 20. And then how about a child pose between or a down dog, you choose. We're not done, we're just going to take a little reprieve. 10. And then come back down and we're going to take a breaststroke. So with your arms as big as you can, this is scapular mobility. Then you circle and you also lift up your back. Circle, lift up your back. You might add a little flutter with your legs. Or if you're feeling kind of tight in the back, you can internally rotate your femurs and just leave your toes pointed towards each other on the ground. Lift up 4 more. Breaststroke 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. Awesome job. Press it back. Take a little breather. I'm going to add the elbow bend here. So if you want to pat yourself here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And we'll grab a little sip. We're gonna take another side plank. I'm going to show this one without the foam roller, but you can do it with. Elbow down, side plank. Now, the option is once you get up there, I'm going to keep the arms the same here. The option is once you get up there, you can take 5 side leg abductions with the top leg. Optional. 3, 4, 5, and then you're going to lower your hip. Go to the other side. Here we go. Nice arm add. You set up. Stack is harder, staggered's easier. And 5, and you can add your arm as well. I'll just keep it the same. Pull your head back a little bit, Catherine. 3. Yeah. There you go. 4. Feels better, doesn't it? 5. Nice. And then lower. Really good. And then we're going to take it to a side plank again. 1 tree pose. So tree pose is a more static pose. It's inner thigh or it's calf. Go up. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Lower your hip. Good. Strong side muscles. Able to blow away any plank standards. Here we go. And we're going to go up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 10. Nice job. Grab a sip. Good job. We're going to do an optional cat-cow or down dog, up dog articulation. You can choose. So either, I'll show you a few ways. You do cat-cow, yeah, I was going to say get on your arc, but I think it's time. So cat-cow, I don't know, girl. Cat-cow, flexion, extension. This should feel really good. Inhale. Now, you want to, if you have any tight areas, you can slow down in that area. So, Michelle, this should feel really good, but just, yeah, make sure it does, right? Let me do a few here. What you're doing when you pull your belly in is you're activating your transverse abdominals. You're also activating your rectus abdominals because they generally get in there, and your obliques. But you're also activating the multifidus, which are those tiny little muscles on the spine, and they will shut off when there's pain. So these kind of exercises are really good. All right, I'm going to add a different one. Hip circle. So you can make the hip circle as big as you want. On this variation, I'm keeping my shoulders over my wrists. I'm not moving my whole back. Now go the other way. And it should get some areas that you might need. Okay, like I feel like my right side's not as loose, so I'm gonna slow it down. And then another is be flat back, lift up your right toes, and then you're gonna look over your left shoulder to see your right toes, and then you're gonna look over your right shoulder to see your right toes. And Catherine, if you want, what you can do is put a like extra cushion. Now it's only the right leg for now, only the right leg. This is called wag the tail. And then you can do the other side. So let's say you're using a knee cushion. Your left knee's on the cushion. Your left toes lift up. You're going to look at your left toes over both sides of your shoulders. So ask yourself which stretch is good for me. It may be that all of them work, but sometimes one will feel a lot more therapeutic for you. This is QL. So I can feel this is a little tighter on this side, so I'm going to slow down and look at it. So I didn't know that. My right side's just a tiny bit tighter today, and I didn't know till I was doing this. So see what you notice. And child's pose. So if you catch it before pain, like for example, I don't have any pain, but I'm just noticing, oh, my right side's tighter. I can take care of it in a stretch like this. So see what you feel. Walk the fingers far, far over to a side. This is all a little back care series. Walk your pinky far away from your right hip. Now breathe into the rib cage you're stretching out. Walk it more if you need to. Open up the arm. So you see that scapular serratus anterior stretch. Good. Good. Everybody may be different. You may notice a different stretch. Okay, walk it over to the other side. If you think about it, it's like doing a half moon while you're in child's pose. So pinky walk, 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 walk. Breathe, breathe, breathe in your left rib cage. You can open up your arm pit. You can close it. Walk more if you need. All right, inhale, and then come back, and I'm going to give us another back care one. So you're going to be on your, I'll just say hands and knees, but I also mean that if you need to be knuckles, you can. Now notice your back is flat. You're going to extend your right leg and your left arm. Leave your toes on for now, and try to make sure you're straight. So take a moment if you need to. Put your hand and knee down, right arm, left leg. And then lower. Good. So what I see looks good. Your head's not, keep going at your own pace. Stretch. Keep the hips level as if there were a cup of tea on your pelvis and you wouldn't want to spill it left or right. And this will invite, keep going. I'm just talking for a minute. If you've ever had low back pain, this will wake up those multifidus muscles, and can you sometimes tell, oh wow, one hip tries to dip a lot more, or one knee doesn't want to straighten. Now, if you want it harder, lift up your toes all the time. So all 10 toes are off the ground while you do this exercise. Good job. All right, try about 4 more here. 3, 2. It wakes up your core muscles. That word's used a whole lot, but I mean all the muscles that support your spine. Okay, take a break. Let me have us do a rack posture. How'd that work, Michelle? Pretty good? Okay, good. So you'll find out one thing maybe works better for you, or maybe one was tight and you didn't know it. So, or a lot of times it can be not firing as well. Now breathe into your upper back, and that kind of exercise helps wake it up. Sometimes the rehabby exercises are the best, not the humongous strong ones, because you can make sure your muscles are firing appropriately and you're not doing a compensatory motion. So you'll notice I sprinkle in rehabby exercises. It just helps keep things honest. Nice job. And then take a little sip. We'll come back. You guys are doing great. I wanted to do a set of some type of push-up. So I know not everyone wants to do them on the ground, so I do want to offer that if you would like to stand up and just step away from the wall or from a really sturdy piece of furniture that won't shift on you, you can do push-ups there. Another way is to do them all fours. I'll show that once. All knees or toes. So take about 10 to 15 and integrate your whole body together. Your whole body moves or stays connected. 5. From crown to heel, 6. Try 5 more, depending on how many you did during my demo. And then a recovery. One recovery is interlaced fingers. Another recovery would be palms together. And hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then we're going to come up to standing. Now you guys are already standing, or when you're ready, we're going to curl. You can come up any way you want. You curl, stand, no hands. All right, we're going to be doing heels up and down. Now, calves. This is one of my backup plans. That if you cannot do some of the moves, this is such a good exercise because it's also for vascular health, it's for balance, it's for not falling, and lower legs. So getting up hills, getting up stairs. So I love this. Now, notice I'm going to add on, it's a little bit more functional. Lift your toes, lift your heels, lift your toes. And while we were speaking of back pain and back care, if your feet are tight and not trampoline spring-like structures, you can imagine, I'm going to exaggerate, that when you walk, that harsh energy would transfer up to the other joints. So if you have springs on your feet that adequately absorb shock, your knees are going to be friendlier, right? Your hips, your low back. So these are some of the factors. There's a lot of factors, but that's one of them. Now we may as well support the ones we actually have control over. Okay, so that should feel like your shins and your heels. Now because we're asymmetrical a lot, I'm going to have us do a single, so wrap one foot behind the other. Now this is a single calf raise. Do 15 on one leg. Now some people try to push their knee forward to do a calf raise. Your body should grow. Also, your hips should be level. You shouldn't feel like one's kicking out to the side. Your body should grow up, get tall, as high as your foot. Nice, your hips look good. 15 on the other bit. You can feel it, right? Here we go. 15, I'm holding on to something because I don't want to figure out the form in the air. I want you to be able to figure out the form so you can do it well. So I'm holding on to the wall, or have my hand on it. 6. Also lower with control. 7, 8. Now 5 more. You got it. All right. That should feel good. Both feet. Now you can pretend, I'm going to show you a couple ways. Pretend there's a chair and then you come up. Now I just caught myself shifting to the right leg a little. There it goes to 60-40. So I got to pay attention and be 50-50. 50-50-50-50 there. So sometimes it's just conscious effort. Now keep going. If you do have trouble with this, you can also do a wall sit, like knees. Catherine, that could be another way you do it. So just sort of try it 5 more. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. We are going to do a hold that feels good to you. Now, so Catherine, sometimes around your knees, you say you don't feel like you trust it. If you touch that muscle, that VMO, it's a teardrop. See, does it feel like the right is strong? Okay. Does it feel like the left is as strong? So are they firing the same? You're waking them up just by touching them and by putting your brain on them. Those are knee tracking muscles, and most women, because see our hips are wider than our knees, this needs a little help. So tell your brain, this is what I want, and then come back up. Good job. Nice. Now we're going to do a one-legged balance. So tree pose. So 1 foot up. I'm going to just sneak in a tree. Hips level. This is functional fitness. You can take your arms up. I'm going to change it up just because I see the screen's a little low. So I'm going to do a prayer pose reverse. 10. Good. 2. Make sure you're not dipping in your right back, Michelle. Make sure this isn't happening. Yeah. Breathe in, and then we're going to lower that down. You're going to take the other tree pose, and when we lift our arms anywhere, like in the kitchen, in the laundry room, you know, outside, whatever, the low back tends to arch more. So make sure you've got this little bit of tone, and then whatever arms you're going to do, I'm just going to switch it up here. And hips are level, the head's back. 10, 2, 3, yeah, 4. Feel how your foot's alive. 5, because we did those exercises, it's helping us balance. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lower, nice. Now we do want to have balance in different planes. So if you put your hands here, you should feel your core. Watch this, lift up your right leg. Did you feel your core? Feel it awaken. You want to feel this. Now we've got it. We're going to do dynamic balance. 10, 2, I'm going to try not to touch the floor. Let's try not to touch the floor. 4, pretend you're in a toaster slide. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, that's okay. That's why we're doing it, right? 10 and lower. Now, get yourself integrated after that. I'm gonna have us put our hands here so you can tell, hey, your abs should turn on. So if you've had back care, sometimes they don't turn on as well, or back pain. So you wanna help them out. Proprioception works. Here we go. Lift, lift. I start feeling mine here. I start feeling mine even more here. Feel it? Okay, now when you feel like you've got your core on, here we go. 10, 2, and I'm not in the low back. I'm not arching anymore. I've got help here, not here. 5, 6, 7, good. 8, 9, woo, 10, and then gently come down. Take a breath. And this one's going to be in a different plane where we challenge our vestibular system. So lift and spread your toes, hinge forward. Now it could be a little bit, like that's maybe all you want to do. Michelle, you can just test the waters. You're going to be trying to hold a balance pose. We'll do static this time for 10, and then we'll add 5 leg lifts. Whoops, 10, hold static, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 5 hip extensions, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, come back to stand. Take a full breath, let your back integrate. Let your breath integrate. Here we go. Lift and spread your toes, lower them and hinge. Okay, so get ready. We're gonna hold for 10 static. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now add a hip extension. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gently come back. Nice job. Come down, take a sip, and come down without any hands. Nice. Take a sip. Hot dog. Okay. Can you sit on your roller? One way you can sit on it. Now, actually, I'll show lots of ways. So, let's say your shoulders are bothering you. You can roll out your glutes even just this way. Feel that? Or, exactly, I think, Catherine, you know where I'm going. You could do an ankle to thigh and roll out the hip. Go as high as you want. Roll out that sit bone. It's hard to go wrong in this area. A couple places you don't want to roll out is your bottom rib or your abdominal aorta. But other than that, you're probably going to find some muscle in here that needs attention. Hips. Speaking of low back, 10, this all to help your low back too. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and if you need more on that side, take it. It's okay. This is for you. So you could try the other. What's going on over there? Nice. And you're just breathing in your nose. You want to try to breathe in the nose throughout the day if you can. Possible exceptions include if you're max exercise, cardio. Roll out that hip. Roll out that sit bone. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to roll out the side a bit. So you may get your forearm down, and you might put one foot in front, like a little weight, some weights on it. You can roll out into your greater trochanter. You can roll out lower. You can roll out a few inches shy of your knee, so don't roll out the side knee, but roll out near it. Yeah. Yeah. If you lean forward a little bit, you get your quads. And your TFL if you're up high near the pelvis. And if you roll back a little, you get your part of your hamstring. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and we'll hit the other side, but please, if you have some area that you notice needs a little more attention, you can stay or go back to it. One foot generally is in front to take some weight off. And you could be behind, just depends. So let's say you're gonna get that rear glute, maybe it's behind. One forearm's down generally. Yeah, you can put it behind or in front and see what works for you. It kind of depends on what you're getting, yeah. So if you're gonna get, like I'm gonna experiment with more back hamstring, I've got the foot behind, that looks good. All of the areas need it, don't they? 10. Yep. Yep. Also keep breathing. I know it's hard when we're in a little bit of discomfort. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Oh yeah, I forgot to say if you need to roll down, that's a little bit more quad. Towards the pelvis is a little bit more TFL. Or if you roll back, that's a little bit more hamstring. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a breather, upper back just for a bit. So pretend that you're rolled out a big pizza dough. Pretend you're rolling out your upper back like you're rolling out a big pizza dough. And if you want to try flexion, see how that is? Extension is another one. You can mix it up. Yeah, with the hands behind the head, I think it's a lot nicer. If you feel like one side's tighter, maybe you'll deviate to the right. Or maybe you'll deviate to the left. 5, 4, 3, 2. Inhale. And exhale. Now, we're going to take a little Shavasana on this roller. So if you get your sacrum on one end and you lie back, now if you need a pillow under your head, you can do that. Your arms, if you can, go out like a T or a Y. You could even put your knees like a little butterfly stretch. All right, here we go. Now just breathe in your nose and make it your gentle mission to give every alveoli attention, prana, breath. Inhale, recharge. Exhale, release. Recharge. Release. Notice how you feel. Slowly take your time to roll off, and then wait for you, and then sit up, and just take a moment to sit into a comfortable position as if your bones were so perfectly aligned you don't even have to work. So for me, that's kneeling. And then just take a breath of refuel, recharge, and on your exhale, release. You don't need all the past or future, you just want to experience now. Inhale, recharge. Exhale, release. Inhale, recharge. And then exhale, release. And then just take a moment to notice the inner landscape of your body. How do you feel from your toes, to your knees, to your hips, to your shoulders, to your neck? How does all your body feel? Your mind and your breathing? We like to intend that we stay connected to this sense of unity among the body, mind, and breath the rest of the day. Anytime we need to come back to a moment of peace, we know we've got stretches, fresh air, sunlight, water, breath, recharging and releasing that which we don't need with so much appreciation. Let me know how you did. You all look good. I think we did really good for